We are at Williams Arena for the boys state tournament. First round quarterfinal action between Holy Angels and Spring Lake Park. I'm Josh Powers, joined by Mark Roberts. Mark, this is what high school basketball is all about. They get to play here in the big time at Williams.
Good to be here, literally on the big stage, elevated at the barn here. Should be excited. First trip to the state tournament for the Panthers and the second only for the Holy Angels.
Both teams inexperienced in the state, but that's just fine with them. They're here, they're ready to play, and both are coming off some good upset wins in their section tournaments. Holy Angels beat Richfield and Hill Murray, and Spring Lake Park upset Fridley in the finals to get here, 39-35 for the Panthers. Like you said, Mark, first ever trip to the state tournament. Both these teams do it with a lot of outside shooting, but they can go inside as well. Talk about that.
Well, we know that Holy Angels sort of lacks the typical big man body presence, so you're going to see them do a lot of slashing to the lane, a lot of jump shooting. That's where they've made their living all season. But we know that the Panthers do the inside-outside deal with Hull and Merritt, so two kind of contrasting styles. We'll see without the big man. It might be tough for Holy Angels to keep knocking them in if their field goal percentage isn't real high tonight.
Troy Merritt, number 24 for Spring Lake Park, their leading scorer, about 16 points per game, and he attempts about 8 3-pointers per game, so he's a gunner. He'll put it up from anywhere. And for Holy Angels, they do it a balanced scoring, Mark. Their leading scorer averages just over 10 points a game, and that's Goodman. But they have a lot of balanced scoring. We saw that a lot against Hill Murray. Pretty much anybody can score from anywhere at any time, and that's what the Stars are all about.
It'll be exciting on the big stage like this. You've got a reason to think these teams might show some nerves, but both of them have slashed through their section playoffs, so perhaps all nerves are gone, and we should have a good one here.
The winner will go to the semifinals of the state tournament. A huge game this afternoon at Williams. And wasn't this place rocking last night for the Gophers' second round win as the Gopher women advance to the Sweet 16. And both crowds are into it right away, and we are underway. And this is Isaiah Goodman for Holy Angels. 23, Rashawn Goodwin. He and Mike Boston, number 44, the two seniors for the Stars. Boston on the inside working against Hull, and it's no good, and Hull has the rebound. Off to Matt Clark. He'll run the show. Averages about 5 points a game for Spring Lake Park.
Number 44 Boston against 44 Hull will be the matchup to watch underneath.
Yep. Boston giving away a couple inches to Hull. Derek Domino, 33, and this is Merritt, 24. Shot from Stenstrom, no good. Hull's putback is too strong. A minute in to the section, or to the state quarterfinal. Shamir King in the lane, blocked by Hull. Here come the Panthers. A three from Merritt, no good. And out of bounds to the Stars from Section 3. Second ever state tournament. They went 2 years ago. They finished 2004 with the 20-8 record. The Spring Lake Park Panthers finished just 16-14, but they're playing their best basketball at the right time right now.
Right away here, both teams playing some pretty tight D.
Yep.
Already, I think, 2 block shots in the early going.
Trying to get it on the inside, but so far not successful. Goodwin, he's a slasher. The spin move in the lane, no. Boston can't find it. Loose underneath, Boston. Goodwin lost it out of bounds. Perhaps some early nerves, Mark. So far we've seen a couple close-in shots that haven't fallen and a couple turnovers for each side.
A little nerves, but it's more than nerves. It's these teams are swarming on the defense end. 0 points, evident of that.
This is another interesting matchup, Mark. Merritt against Phillips, and we saw Phillips absolutely shut down Hill Murray's three-point gunner. But there's a triple from Spring Lake Park. Derek Domino gives the Panthers a 3-0 lead. And then all Phillips did was hit the game winner for the Stars with 0.4 of a second left in overtime. Boston, no. Goodwin got fouled.
Boston's already missed 3 layups underneath early on. This is definitely going to be the story for Holy Angels. If they can work an inside presence, we know they've got the outside jump shot and can hit the three, but if they can keep Boston hitting some of these underneath shots, that's definitely going to help them against the same sort of offense Spring Lake Park will show.
Also keeping Goodwin and Boston out of foul trouble is key. They both fouled out against Hill Murray, yet the Stars were able to escape as Goodwin hits the first free throw to get Holy Angels on the board. Two for two, and that's nothing new for Holy Angels. They were 18 of 21 from the line in their section championship win. 3-2 Spring Lake Park, looking for their first ever state tournament victory in their first ever game. What a great story. The three-pointer from Hull is short. Here's Phillips. As we said, hit the game winner against Hill Murray, and he slashes and scores.
That's their number two weapon, is the slash to the bucket. And believe me, we'll see it plenty of times today.
Holy Angels loves to work the transition game. That's something the Panthers will need to keep them out of. Inside, Stenstrom scores an easy two.
We haven't seen Chris Hull under the basket yet. We saw him shoot a three-pointer there a minute ago. That's definitely a weapon they have against Holy Angels as a big man inside, but if he stays on the outside, it's going to wipe out his usefulness, it seems.
Offensive foul on the Stars. As you look at Rashawn Goodwin, the senior. Checking in for Holy Angels, Shane Flannery, number 32.
Pretty good student crowd on hand today. Good reason to cut class, get out to a basketball game.
Why not? Basketball fever has hit both of these schools in March. It's been great to see. Clark, the back cut. And two more for Merritt. He's on the board. It's 7-4 Panthers. Listen to their crowd. They are into it. Behind the basket there, look at them bouncing around. Goodwin reverses, can't find it.
Holy Angels having a little trouble finding the basket right now. That'll probably come together for him, but
Stenstrom left hand, can't get it. Flannery will push. Goodman for three, yes. Their leading three-point shooter. And leading scorer, Isaiah Goodman, ties it at 7. Midway through the first quarter, here at Williams Arena, the kick out to Merritt for three, just short.
Seeing these three-pointing shots go up, you sometimes hear about people playing at the barn for the first time. Such a big arena, if you're not used to it, sometimes hard to find a depth of field for shooting these threes. Both teams not showing any effects of that, though.
King bullies his way in, and he'll go to the line. Williams has been known for soft rims, though. A lot of opponents love these rims. They wish they could take it home with them. Perhaps that will come into play. Shamir King is already 3 of the 5 Holy Angels starters have scored. King, talk about depth perception there. Airballs the free throw, and the Panther crowd letting him know about it. They are fired up for their first ever state tournament appearance.
You know, crowd support in this large arena makes it sound like double what you might have at your local gym on a Thursday night at a game.
8-7 Holy Angels. 3:20 left, first quarter here in the state tournament. Glad you're with us on North Metro 15 or BEC-TV. A steal, but a foul. And that's Terrell Barnes. He's in there for defense for the Stars. We saw him play very well against the 6'11 player from Hill Murray, even though Barnes is way shorter than that. These Stars players, they play a little bit bigger than their height indicates. Underneath, Stenstrom, the left-hander, rolls it in. Back and forth we go as the Panthers regain the lead. King slashes and scores.
That's really Holy Angel's weapon. They don't have a big man to dump it inside. They're not, they don't have a shack down there where they can just lob it in. So they've really got to create opportunities to get to the basket.
Stenstrom floating, yes. He's heating up. He's got 6 in the quarter.
Spring Lake Park hitting everything right now.
King lost it out of bounds and will go the other way. But King is trying to take over, Mark. He's gone to the rack 3 consecutive times.
Well, that's the thing about this Holy Angels team is they're such a balanced team. Any given night there will be a different star, if you will.
Luke Rieger is checked in for Holy Angels. And a timeout for Spring Lake Park. They lead right now as you look at our scoreboard with 2:37 left in the first quarter, 11-10. Just 16 and 14 on the regular season were the Panthers, but they swept through their section tournament. Let's look at that. They beat Brooklyn Center in the quarterfinals 86-76. They beat North Branch 62-53. And then the huge win against Fridley 39-35 as they squeaked it out. And then over to the other side for Holy Angels, 2 upset wins. They defeated number 1 Richfield in the semifinals, and then Hill Murray in overtime by 2 on the game winner from Phillips. In what was just a classic basketball game at Tartan High School last week. They beat Richfield by 1 also, so they've been winning the close ones here down the stretch.
Yeah, both of these teams may be a surprise to make it to the state tournament. Maybe not to their fans who've seen them all season, but
if you looked at the seedings when the section tournaments began, the answer would be yes.
I think the surprise so far here this game is the way Spring Lake Park has really mixed it up. We've seen their big men on the outside dropping into their normal three-point shooters inside, so.
That's the first on Barnes. 2 team fouls aside here in the first quarter. Boston and Phillips will check back in for Holy Angels, who will go 8 or 9 deep in their bench. Ho, he's yet to get on the scoreboard. His teammates have picked up the slack. Jumper no good from Domino. Phillips spin move. To the rack, yes. Nathan Phillips.
Phillips twice has gone to that left side for the slashing and been met with not too much defense there.
That's 6 transition points for Holy Angels. They're looking for more. Phillips is ahead of the pack, and he got fouled from behind. Good hustle there from Merritt to get back into the play.
Yeah, he kind of got caught in a tough situation. He went up for the shot, and it wasn't really there, and he kind of just had to dump it off to avoid the travel.
As you look at Jesse Foley, head coach for Holy Angels. Phillips misses from the line.
Holy Angels usually very strong at the free throw stripe, having a little difficulty tonight. So important to hit free throws in these games.
They're 4 of 6 from the line here in the first quarter, but at least they're getting to the line. That's one positive. They really got to the line against Hill Murray. They're 31-8 were the free throw disparity in that game. Really helped Holy Angels, or 21-8, excuse me, really helped the Stars to the win there. 3-pointer rims out. That would have been the second for Domino. And the Stars a 2-point lead in the ball here with 100 seconds left in the first quarter.
You can see here when you watch Holy Angels set up on offense, if you've not seen them play yet this year, it's really an outside perimeter-based offense, and they really just create by slashing in and then maybe dumping outside again.
Boston slashes. Tough shot, perhaps blocked a little bit by Hull. Domino has it, and he got fouled. Panther ball. Very entertaining first quarter from Williams Arena. Earlier today, Moorhead was victorious. They'll move into the semifinals. Here's Stenstrom with 45. Into the lane, the runner rolls in, and he's got 8 here in the first quarter. Averages about 13 a game. He's been the star for the Panthers. Tied at 13, and it looks like Holy Angels will play for 1. And the Stars played for 1 shot at the end of regulation and overtime. They're used to holding the ball for long periods of time. Held the ball for 90 seconds at the end of regulation and overtime. Phillips to Flannery for 3. No, Boston. 3 seconds, checks the clock, throws it up. The rebound from Phillips, but an offensive foul.
Both big men haven't got on the board yet, Boston and Hull. We've seen Boston miss probably 3 or 4 shots now. They're going to need him to step up here. We know he was battling the flu during their section run. Got to assume he's feeling better now, but.
Phillips picks up his 2nd foul. Unfortunate as you look at the replay. Over the back, good call. Official right there. 9/10 of a second. Merritt lets it fly too far. That's the end of the first quarter at Williams Arena here in the state quarterfinals. Spring Lake Park and Holy Angels tied at 13, Mark.
Neither team really got in an offense set there. You know, Spring Lake Park really created, Stenstrom was just kind of making things happen underneath, nothing really fancy. Managed to find the hoop. And Holy Angels has done what they've done all year, just kind of create out of nothing and slash it, and they've gotten the shots off. So entertaining to say the least.
Very. Both teams got some transition opportunities, and I'm sure Spring Lake Park needs to limit the transition game of Holy Angels. They had 6 transition points in that quarter. As we mentioned, good crowd on hand from both sides here. Spring Lake Park very vocal in their first ever state tournament appearance. Glad you're with us on North Metro 15. Also, glad you're watching on BEC-TV.
Well, we'll see here in the second quarter if either team wants to jump out and grab the reins here. It's kind of anyone's ball game, not just by the score, but by the way no one's really started to step up and dominate the offense set.
Same 5 for Spring Lake Park. In fact, I don't think they've substituted anybody yet so far through the first 8 minutes. They haven't really needed to. Into Clark. Neil Stenstrom led everybody with 8 in the first quarter. For Holy Angels, Nathan Phillips had 5. Merritt off a screen, top of the key, in and out. And a foul on Boston. Good work by Hull underneath to draw that foul. And that's the 5th team foul on Holy Angels here in the first half. Or make that the 6th, one more, and the Panthers will be in the bonus.
Chris Hull is definitely winning the battle of big men underneath right now. The battles of 44, as we talked about earlier.
Merritt yet to get going from the 3-point line. He's missed all 3 of his attempts. Shoots about 35% from beyond the arc.
It's actually been Domino who's had the hand tonight.
Stenstrom got poked in the eye, and they call him for a travel, and that's going to upset a lot of Panthers fans. And their coach, Grant Guzzi, is out on the floor saying, how can that not be a foul? He got poked in the eye.
Yeah, I think the ref just didn't see the contact, and all he saw was him take a couple steps after he was poked. So
he is livid right now. Look at the coach going over to Stenstrom. And you got to agree with them. If you get poked in the face, it should be a foul. The problem is if the referee doesn't see it, he can't call something he doesn't see.
Yeah, we'll hope Stenstrom can continue, because he's been the key to the Spring Lake offense so far. I don't think it was necessarily an intentional foul to the face. He was kind of just putting his hands up to guard. And
Stenstrom looks to be okay. They might have to sub him out of the game, though, since there was a stoppage of play. He'll take a seat, and he'll probably be back in just a minute.
It's kind of one of those unfortunate breaks that sometimes happens.
'42 Adam Steyer will check in for Spring Lake Park. Flannery to Boston. Still tied with 7 minutes left in the first half. The winner goes to the state semifinals. They'll face the winner of Red Wing and Fergus Falls. Up, will they count it?
No, they waved it off
before the basket. The semifinal will be played tomorrow at the Target Center. It'll be on Channel 9 at 9 o'clock. What a huge stage that would be for either of these programs.
Whoever wins is going to face a tough opponent, either Red Wing or Fergus Falls. Both teams with only 3 losses on the year.
Red Wing's been ranked in the top 5 all year. Look at the hanging move, but unable to get it to go. But Goodwin is there for the putback.
Good second chance opportunity there for Holy Angels, as we talked about. Without a big presence inside, sometimes tough to get those second opportunities, but they tend to do a good job of closing in for some of those offensive rebounds.
Well, when you have players that slash the basket, a lot of times it draws the defenders over, and the other big men underneath become free. A steal from Holy Angels. Goodman missed the layup. Back the other way. Stenstrom. Up, yes. He's in double figures already.
Apparently that eye poke didn't affect him too much on that layup. Good to see him back in the game.
Inside, Rashawn Goodwin working on Hull. Tough shot, no. The rebound is good from Flannery.
Another second chance opportunity for the Holy Angels.
Exactly. And again, they grab the lead as we go back and forth here in the first half. Merritt looking inside. Stenstrom feeling it right now. Missed that one. Flannery high for the rebound. Goodman. King dribble drive to the rack and lays it in. And a quick timeout for Spring Lake Park. Holy Angels has gone on a 4-0 run here.
I think in the timeout here, Spring Lake Park's got to talk about a way to stop this inside penetration by Holy Angels. They're either getting a clear look, almost a clear layup to the basket, or if not, they're quickly dumping off to another man charging quickly. So got to find some way to either stop the penetration or get a big man in there and draw a charge.
Biggest lead of the game, incredibly, for either team. 19-15 right now as you look at Grant Guzzi in the Spring Lake Park Panther huddle. Perhaps talking about help side defense, stopping that penetration. You gotta love Williams Arena. Consistently voted one of the top college basketball venues in the country. It's got to be a thrill for these kids to play here in the state tournament.
Always a thrill, especially your first time, like Spring Lake Park's first time in the boys' state basketball tournament. Got to be a lot of school pride going on around that, as is evident by their large turnout today.
Large and very vocal student section. That's going to be free throws as Flannery held Merritt, and that's the guy that you do not want to send to the line. Merritt was 91 of 111 from the line this year, more than 80%.
Though we've seen some difficulty from both teams from the line already. Not there.
Perhaps Merritt can get his outside shooting going by getting some inside baskets and free throws to drop, and he switches them both. Back to a two-point game. Goodwin's wide open, and he lays it in.
Again, Holy Angels getting these easy looks at the basket.
First time we've seen a press from Spring Lake Park. Holy Angels maneuvered around it and got an easy two. Out of bounds to the Panthers.
Stenstrom's taking a beating here tonight. Poke to the eye once. Full body check there.
No call both times. As you watch the replay here, bam, right in the back. He's wondering what it takes to get a foul called here. He does lead everybody with 10 points, however. Inside, off the hands of Hull and out of bounds.
Good look from Domino. He had the right idea. He just put a little too much mustard on that one and shot it through Hull's hands.
Chris Hull yet to get on the board so far in the first half.
Yeah, we thought that might be a bigger story here than the early going, the battle of the big men underneath, but so far they're sort of canceling each other out.
Goodman wide open, back rimmed it. Domino. He'll push it up. Inside, kicked away by Sean O'Hagan.
Again, he had Hull streaking there, just wasn't able to put it in his hands.
They're not abandoning the big man. Goodman right out on Merritt. He'll put the three up anyway. No. 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Domino rolls it in and one.
These second chance opportunities have been huge for both teams.
Big basket there for Domino.
Kind of found a fortunate gift there. Ball ended up in his hand and saw no one under the hoop.
So you look at the replay, he's excited about it. Big time basket completes the three-point play, and it brings the Panthers back to within one. Domino's got 6 already here in the first half, midway through the second quarter. It's been tight all the way here at Williams Arena. The Stars right now with a 1-point lead. And a travel. And the pressure worked that time.
Yeah, the defense intensity have definitely stepped up for Spring Lake Park since that timeout about a minute ago. I'm sure they got an earful about needing to tighten the screws a bit.
Inside, Hull got bumped, and that means free throws. That's on Goodwin. That's his second foul. And it is. 1-1 for Hull as he looks to get on the board. Goodwin will exit. So you look at Hull, the 6'4" senior rolls it in.
Finally got the big man on the board.
Averages about 12 a game. 3 of the Panthers starters average in double figures. That one rolls off. First free throw miss for Spring Lake Park tonight. Tied at 21. 3:15 left in the first half. Phillips slashing. Triple team. King open. Goodman also open for 3. Yes.
Excellent ball rotation there. Made the extra pass and found the open man at the top of the key. Very polished looking offensive set there from the Stars.
Second 3 for Goodman. He's got 8.
Just when the Panthers step up their inside defense, Holy Angels hits him with an outside shot.
O'Hagan grabs a loose ball. Up ahead for Boston. Inside, Goodman, back door, no. How did that stay out? And then he picks up a frustration foul.
Hung in levitation on the hoop there. No?
That's double bonus time for the Panthers.
Unfortunate because for Holy Angels right there, because they're really moving the ball quite well right now, and seemingly had another layup to their numbers, and Mr. Williams Arena basketball rim had other intentions.
2 shots for Clark, misses the first. Spring Lake Park now 4 for 6 from the line here in the first half. Back to a 2-point game. Back and forth here in the first half. The Stars and the Panthers. Biggest lead for either team has been 4 points. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Holy Angels patient here. King directing traffic. This is all the makings of a tight game all the way through.
Yeah, still neither team kind of taking over.
Phillips will go to the line.
But these teams are no strangers to these last-minute barn burners, so. You know, what's impressed me so far about both these teams is they're really don't seem to be showing any nerves, any effects of playing on this large stage. A lot of times, you know, the arena, the crowd, your first time in the state tournament, but really no silly passes, no sort of strange turnovers so far. So
Phillips connects. He hit one of the biggest shots in Holy Angels history last Thursday night to defeat Hill Murray. Running one-hander in the lane with 0.4 of a second left in overtime. .90 seconds left first half. 3-point lead for Holy Angels. In the lane, Stenstrom finally misses one.
He hasn't missed many tonight.
King to Flannery, blocked from behind by Domino. Big defensive play.
Holy Angels really likes to push it there, and fortunate for Spring Lake Park, Domino got back, but they were a little slow getting back on defense.
Oh, way off on that one. A travel on Boston. The Panther pressure has caused some turnovers here in the first half for the Stars. Fighting for it. Out of bounds back to Holy Angels.
Flannery stepped up, had a travel, and came right back and caused a turnover.
He's making up for it in a hurry. Charlie Smith will come in, number 40 for the Panthers. Under a minute in the first half. Here in the state tournament. Winner will play tomorrow in the semifinals. Flannery for three, back rim. Perhaps one last possession for the Panthers, down 3.
Of course, no shot clock in high school basketball, so they can run out the half here.
King trying for the steal.
We've seen him with a couple steals already tonight.
Down to 15 seconds. Clark with 10. They got to get going here on offense. 3 on the way is short. 4 seconds for the Stars. Phillips is open. Lays it up and in as the half expires. Talk about deja vu for Nathan Phillips, beating the buzzer once again.
Wow, quick turn of events there. That's definitely not what you want to see right going into half. They had 30 seconds and well, those things happen. So
the Stars have their biggest lead of the afternoon at halftime here in the state tournament. They lead Spring Lake Park 27-22. Mark, some thoughts on the first half?
I think this is evident by the score up by 5, but Holy Angels really has been feeling pretty comfortable. They've been running their game. They do what they do best, is slash inside and create opportunities. And on the defensive end, Holy Angels has really been causing some problems and not allowing Spring Lake Park to get into any kind of offensive flow.
We'll have some more thoughts on the first half coming up right after this. You're watching North Metro 15 coverage of the boys state basketball tournament.
Those guys in Section 8, yeah, up in the nosebleeds, drinking beer after beer. And I wonder who's driving tonight.
Use your options, Minnesota. Don't drink and drive. You're smarter than that. Have a plan before you go out.
Driving drunk, now that's a penalty. License and registration, please.
You're going to give me a ticket for cross-checking?
Nope, speeding. You're skating at an unsafe speed, and I really hope you don't drive that fast.
But I never speed when I'm driving.
Speeding puts other lives on the road at risk.
I know. Minnesota drivers need to slow down. So no ticket?
Ha!
Speeding. Now that's a penalty.
You are getting sleepy. I will always wear my seatbelt.
I will always wear my seatbelt.
Everyone in Minnesota should buckle up.
Everyone in Minnesota should buckle up.
You will never high stick again.
Don't count on it.
Driving without a seatbelt? Now that's a penalty.
Misses a free throw. Holy Angels now 5 of 9 from the line this afternoon.
Well, neither team shooting well from the stripe, so I guess not hurting either one too much.
Now 5 of 10, but they get the offensive rebound. Remember, they were 18 of 21 versus Hill Murray in the section championship game. It's been a different story this afternoon, although they lead by 5. Another travel. 2 turnovers and 2 missed free throws to start the second half for the Stars.
We've probably seen 3 or 4 turnovers by travel here from the Stars. I don't know if that's nerves or just over aggressiveness on the ball, but you hate to scold a team for being too aggressive, but
First half scoring leaders for the Stars, Nathan Phillips, Isaiah Goodman, each had 8. Goodman hit a pair of 3-pointers. Here's Merritt short on that one. He continues to struggle from 3-point land. King, nobody stops him. Pulls up, missed it. Merritt the board. Looking for some help.
In Holy Angels, it's just before you know it, they've got a guy inside. Here's another turnover.
Phillips, that should be offensive, and it is. No basket. Merritt had it stolen from him, but got back and drew the charge, and now that's 3 on Nathan Phillips. He's probably going to have to come out as you look at the replay. Bang, bang play, but I think Merritt got there in time.
We've seen the Holy Angels get in trouble on foul trouble before.
They had 2 players foul out against Hill Murray. And really, if that game had gone into a second overtime, they would have been in deep trouble. Stenstrom leaning, misses, tough shot. Here comes the Stars right back, 3-on-2. Great pass to Flannery. Too far underneath the basket. King laid it up and missed it. Back come the Panthers. Stenstrom had 10 in the first half. He's double teamed. Somebody's open.
Panthers still not having any luck dumping it into Hull underneath.
Stenstrom even got that leaner to go. Now he's got 12. Back to a 3-point game. First points of the second half. We played almost 3 minutes. That gets the Panther crowd back into it. King wants a clear out. In the lane, left-handed layup missed. Stenstrom tracks it down. Chance to tie here. Stenstrom around everybody and scores!
Shake and bake right there.
Neil Stenstrom's got 14 and a timeout, Holy Angels.
Stenstrom had his Wheaties this morning. He's carrying Spring Lake Park right now.
That's senior leadership at its finest in the playoffs.
Wow, watch this shake and bake.
Oh,
Leaves Flannery.
just flat-footed. He doesn't know what to do.
Well, Stenstrom is definitely, there's been very little offensive output out of the 2 big men, 2 guys that we think of as their scoring leaders, Hull and Merritt. And Stenstrom quietly, or maybe not so quietly, has stepped up here and really done everything to keep him in it.
As you looked at the final regular season standings in the North Suburban, Spring Lake Park finished 5th. They've got a chance to be in the Final 4 in Section 3A with the win here. Incredible. Holy Angels also finished 4th in their conference. So 2 teams that you wouldn't think would advance this far have. They both got a chance to play at Target Center tomorrow as you look at the standings from the Minnesota.
Dare we say our Cinderella stories here of Section 3, Class 3A?
Holy Angels finished in 3rd, with a record of 9-5 in the Minnesota. Seeded 4th in their section. Goodwin, Holy Angels still up by 1. But the Panthers have put on an emotional run here to start the second half. Goodwin shut down by Hull. Nowhere to go.
Stenstrom hits the deck again.
Goodman, pull up. Missed it. Who gets the rebound? Hull dives for it, but cannot save it. Great effort, though, from the Panthers here in the second half.
Yeah, we talked in the first half about they really needed to ratchet up the defensive intensity, and they're doing so now, too. And fortunate for them, the shots that were falling for the Angels, Holy Angels, haven't been falling here in the second half. So a little of both working in their favor.
Stars yet to score. We've played more than 4 minutes here in the third quarter. King thinking about the 3. Flannery, tough drive, lays it in. Big basket right there.
Panthers still looking for an answer for that run and gun slash that the Angels have perfected.
If you look at Hull just a moment ago, given everything he's got here in the state tournament. foul on King. Holy Angels got into some foul difficulty in the first half, sending Spring Lake Park to the line 7 times.
Not a bad foul there for King. Stenstrom was going to have another probably easy layup.
Stenstrom's making everything this afternoon at Williams Arena. Merritt, look at the closeout by Phillips right on him. Does not want him to get going at all. Ho, nowhere to go, lost it. Gets it back though. Stenstrom trying to go to work. Inside to Neal, balancing and a travel. Tough catch there, and when he did caught it, he was kind of off balance.
Tight roping the line there. Nearly kept it alive.
Holy Angels a 3-point lead as you look at this last replay. Stenstrom trying to walk the tightrope. As you look at our North Metro scoreboard, the Stars up by 3 in the third quarter. 2:30 left. Goodwin spinning, leaves it for Phillips. His jumper is no good. Goodwin battles for it, and before the shot, a foul. As you look at the senior captain for Holy Angels, so tough on the inside.
Goodwin's really been the man for Holy Angels tonight, who's been stepping inside and battling for those second chance, third chances even sometimes.
He had a gutsy effort against Hill Murray, against their big 6'11 senior. Had 8 points before fouling out. Phillips back cut, left-handed layup is good. And Nathan Phillips is into double figures.
Great team play there. Goodwin saw his man cutting underneath and put a perfect pass right to him.
So right where we were at halftime, Holy Angels up. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. A slower paced quarter. Stenstrom, short. Stars looking for the biggest lead of the game. Flannery in the corner. Step back three, way short. Numbers for the Panthers. Merritt goes up, no good.
Tough miss there. Spring Lake Park taking a page out of the Holy Angels book with the run and gun fast offense.
King can't find it. Who's got it? The Stars come away with it finally.
Dropped into a volleyball match quickly. Bump set.
Under a minute now. King working on Clark. Phillips, right about where he hit the game winner against Hill Murray, missed badly on that one, but it was tipped. So the Stars will keep it. As you look at that volleyball match underneath a moment ago.
You know, Josh, I wonder if we're going to see Spring Lake Park maybe switch to some different defensive sets here. They've been kind of running this man-to-man, and they're getting beat inside, and I don't know if a press or some sort of zone might work better for them, but...
Well, they've only allowed 4 points in this quarter, but at the same time, they've only scored 4. They did cause some turnovers with some pressure in the first half. The Stars, to no surprise, will play for 1 here. So crucial to get the lead going into the fourth quarter. And the Stars will take a lead into the quarter. At least of 5. Under 10, Phillips. One-on-one, around the defense, to Goodman for a big 3, and he got it! Isaiah Goodman's third triple of the afternoon has given Holy Angels their biggest lead of the game.
What a shot, what a lift for his team. Looked like they were maybe not even going to get a shot off, and he stepped back beyond that three-point arc and put a dagger right down.
Holy Angels scored at the end of the second quarter on a layup by Phillips, and they beat the buzzer again here at the end of the third as you look at the replay.
Good awareness to set his feet, know where he was at that three-point line. Figure if he's going to get off a two, might as well take a couple inches and get a three. So
I think that's exactly what he was thinking.
Well, Spring Lake Park has got to find an answer here. I don't know, we talked about maybe switching their defensive set, but they've also got to find a way to really be patient on offense and find a strong look. It's all Stenstrom right now, and he can't do it all here. I mean, maybe he can. He's up to the task. He's done everything else tonight.
He had all 4 points in the third quarter. He's got 14. We mentioned at halftime they needed to get Merritt and Hull going, and neither of them scored in the third quarter. In fact, I think they each took only one shot. The Panthers are going to need to change the tempo of this game, Mark, because they're going to need more possessions than I think Holy Angels wants to give them at this point. Stars are going to definitely try to make it a possession game here, up 8 with only 8 minutes to play. Spring Lake Park needs to find a way to perhaps change tempo and get some turnovers.
Yeah, and the only thing that might work in the favor of Spring Lake Park here is Holy Angels is going to be trying to buy time. They might not be in a hurry. And where they've had all their successes on these quick pushing it up court. So if Holy Angels decides to kind of slow it down and not push it as much, that might actually work in favor of the Panthers.
Big hill to overclimb, down 8 to start the fourth quarter here in the state tournament. Clark steps into a three and missed it. That would have been a big shot. Winner plays tomorrow at Target Center in the state semifinals. Phillips trips. Hull has it, and his layup is good. His first field goal of the game. And the Panthers are to within 6. There's one turnover right there.
Yeah, they really needed a basket there to kind of offset that last second three-point shot from the Stars.
Goodman, elevation, can't get it. Scramble. Barnes comes away with it. Big offensive rebound. Phillips, yes. Nathan Phillips has 12. And it's back to an 8-point lead. Knocked away. And a foul on Stenstrom. The Stars have tightened their defense here in the second half, Mark.
Yeah, the Stars are some sort of like reverse prize fighter. They, you'd think they'd tire as the game went on, and it looks like they almost are getting faster and stronger. Powerade kicking in or something. But that all comes back to coaching, practices, spring practices, conditioning. All those things come into play here, and you can really tell when a team is well coached and is well disciplined, and they know how to get it done.
Here comes some clock management from Holy Angels. Up 8 and in no hurry. They'd love to take a minute off each possession. Phillips, one-on-one. That's Holy Angels game. King. Stutter step to Boston. His outside jumper short. Spring Lake Park a big rebound with 6 minutes left. They're down 8. They need to get that man going. Number 24, Troy Merritt, just one field goal and no three-pointers. He had 84 of them in the regular season. A steal from Phillips. He's got Goodman, the dish, and hammered from behind.
A little bit of a careless pass there from Spring Lake Park. They've really got to, there's just no time left to make any careless passes or any foolish turnovers. They're not in desperation mode yet.
Full timeout, Spring Lake Park. They'll have 2 remaining. So with 5:42 left to go, it's Holy Angels 36 and Spring Lake Park 28. And the Panthers have scored just 6 points in this half in more than 10 minutes.
We saw it work for them a little bit during a timeout in the first half. Maybe some talk about let's turn up the defensive intensity, and let's have that same talk again, because Holy Angels is still coming almost unabated to the hoop on these slash and gun runs they do. And what's even more dangerous, as we saw them do here just a minute ago, is they'll have someone drive in and then they'll kick out for a three-pointer, and that, you know, that could be even more deadly. So
another problem is anybody on Holy Angels can slash to the hoop. It's not just one guy or two guys that you have to contain. You got to deal with King, Phillips, Goodman, Goodwin. I mean, anybody at any time can just take it right to the rack, and it's just so hard to defend.
Yep. And unfortunately for the Panthers, the Angels have shut down just about every opportunity except for Stenstrom, and it's tough when you've got a one-sided attack coming. And so hopefully they can step up here and give Stenstrom some help.
Goodwin will go to the line. The Stars 5 for 10 this afternoon from the free throw line. Goodman now with 13 points. Ten-point lead, the biggest of the game for Holy Angels. Still a lot of time left, 5.5 minutes. Merritt wants to get off the three, nowhere to go. Clark steps into one, can't find it. King, one-handed grab there, avoids the over and back.
10-point lead now. Really need a stop here or a turnover.
There's the steal.
That last possession for the Panthers, they really did a good job, and they found an open look. Didn't fall for him, but that's what they've got to do here, is be, you know, they can't have too much patience, but find a shot. There it is.
Merritt from NBA range hits it. His first three of the night.
We said they needed someone else to step up. Maybe it's going to be big number 24 here.
Finally found some room. It was from way out there, but it went anyway. That shows his range.
Way downtown. We know. Yeah, we know he's not afraid to shoot it up from anywhere.
King slips. Double team. Almost a steal. Phillips. Driving, missed the layup. Domino almost gives it right back. Merritt, another three, fouled, can't get it. He'll shoot three from the line.
All of a sudden, here they come. We see him play a little different defensive set. Have caused two stops in a row from the Holy Angels.
Here's a three-pointer, definitely a foul on the arm. Almost got it to go. A timeout. Timeout for the Stars. They need to regroup now as the Panthers trying to seize back the momentum. Merritt will go to the line. As you see him and Domino in the screen right there, he'll have a chance to shoot three. Remember, he's shoots them at more than 80% for the season.
Good time for a timeout from the Holy Angels.
Yep.
These timeouts become little stutter steps that can throw a wrench in just when the Panthers had a little offensive run going.
Neither team is yet in the bonus, both with plenty of timeouts left. It's been a good one from Williams Arena, and it's starting to get more interesting here in the fourth quarter. The Stars have led most of the game. Spring Lake Park trailed a moment ago by 10. Right now they're down 7 with a chance to cut it to 4 from the line. The first ever state tournament trip for Spring Lake Park. No surprise, Merritt rolls it in.
And how sweet would it be for Spring Lake Park to come down from 10 in the fourth quarter to move on for their first state tournament victory.
So far, they both rolled in. Holy Angels, though, no stranger to having teams come back on him. Hill Murray erased a 5-point deficit late in that game. The tip from Hull is no good. And Holy Angels held on and won it in overtime. Right now, it's a 5-point game with just over 4 minutes remaining. A steal, perhaps. Merritt's got it. Stedstrom inside, no, but a foul. And the activity from the Panthers. The hustle plays on the floor, they've picked up a couple in a row.
Wow, have they kicked up the overdrive here in the last minute or what? And you know what it is they're using their defense. You've talked about this before, Josh, using their defense to kickstart their offense. They're getting these turnovers, and they're really running up and pushing it.
Stenstrom misses from the line. Missed them both, but Hull's got the rebound. Stedstrom for three, no. That would have been a huge shot. So they come up empty. They missed their last 3 free throws. Merritt's another steal. Lays it up and in. It's a 3-point game. Merritt's got 7 points in the fourth quarter.
What a rush from the Panthers.
Goodman to Phillips. Holy Angels trying to slow it down. Phillips reverses, no, a foul. Oh boy.
Well, it's been the defense that's been the story to this 7-0 run here.
Here's the drive from the junior Nathan Phillips. Tough call there. Got him with the bump underneath. Phillips to the line for 2. That's too strong.
A 7-0 run here in the last minute.
Yeah.
Amazing how quick that turned.
Perhaps some nervousness from the line here. Spring Lake Park missed their last 3 free throws, and Phillips just 1 of 2 from the line there. The lead is 4. The Spring Lake Park fans on their feet. A steal from Goodman. The dish blocked by Hull, but a foul. King will shoot 2.
Vocalness coming from the Panthers side of the arena.
Watch this replay. What do you think? Oh, man. Boy, tough call again. 2 in a row from Spring Lake Park. King connects. Five-point game. It's back to a 6-point lead with 3 minutes left to play.
Costly turnover there for the Panthers.
They need a basket. Merritt, fadeaway 3 goes!
My goodness!
10 fourth quarter points.
Shot that one from the 3rd row and it dropped.
3-point game. A steal. 3-on-2. Stedstrom. Left-handed layup is good.
Things unraveling for the Holy Angels. Might gonna call a timeout here.
A 12-3 run, and it's a 1-point game. 2:10 left. Timeout, Holy Angels. Spring Lake Park is going crazy at Williams Arena.
Wow, it's just like all of a sudden they stepped up and remembered how to play defense, and boy is it paying dividends right now. Causing maybe 3-4 turnovers here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. And on top of causing the turnovers, they're taking it down and putting it in.
So here's our situation, 41-40 Holy Angels, each team with 2 timeouts left. The next Spring Lake Park foul would put the Stars in the bonus. Holy Angels has committed just 4 team fouls here in the second half. They have 2 more to give. And what has got to be going through your mind if you're the Stars? You had a 10-point lead with about 5 minutes left. Everything was under control. And this flurry from Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they got comfortable with that 10-point lead and they're getting a little careless on offense. They're not protecting the ball as well. And it's been, Spring Lake Park has come with this sort of modified press, causing havoc, and that's just enough to cause these turnovers.
And it's been the Troy Merritt show in the fourth quarter, 10 points, including a couple of ridiculous 3-pointers from almost out of bounds.
I guess when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. And we talked about that they really had to have someone step up and help Stenstrom.
Absolutely, Troy Merritt has picked up the slack. 1-point game. Now what's the strategy for Holy Angels? Do you try to score or do you just hold the ball? King almost lost it.
Or try not just to let Spring Lake Park cause another turnover.
Goodman in the lane. Phillips traveled. Can you believe this comeback?
Travels have just been killing Holy Angels tonight. 5 or 6 by my count.
The Panthers have the ball and a chance to take the lead with 90 seconds left to play. What a quarterfinal from Williams Arena. Merritt to Stenstrom. Offensive foul! Isaiah Goodman got position and drew the charge. A big-time play from the junior for the Stars.
Yeah, big-time defensive play on the other end.
.115 left. Here's Spring Lake Park. You got to think about fouling, but who do you foul? Goodman pulls up for the jumper and hits it. That takes nerves right there to pull up with no shot clock and drain a 16-footer. The Panthers still just down 3. Do you go for 2 or 3 right now? That's a 2. It's short. Loose ball. Boston has it. 35 seconds left. King. Goodwin loses it.
Oh my.
Boy, if you just catch it, you're probably going to get fouled. And Goodwin lost it out of bounds. Timeout, Spring Lake Park. They've been given a new life here.
Very fortunate for Spring Lake Park because they were pretty much conceding the foul. In fact, trying to foul.
Yep.
They just missed the guy with the ball. Holy Angels escapes and then has a costly turnover, giving it right back. So they get the ball, don't even have to give the foul.
So 32.3 seconds remaining. The Panthers down 3. Mark, do you go for a 2 or do you go for the tie? If you go for the 3, you know who they want to shoot it. Troy Merritt. Plenty of time here, and remember, you're still in the 1-and-1 bonus if you want to foul after a quick 2.
Well, with the way Holy Angels has been shooting at the line, I don't think you're necessarily forced to take a 3 right now. No one's really in foul trouble, so that's not a problem.
Holy Angels has been better from the line here in the fourth quarter. They have hit 5 of 6. So they're 10 of 16 from the line in the game.
Down by 3, time though is not on their side. They've got to push it.
They have 1 timeout remaining. Under 30. Spring Lake Park was down 10. The leaner, Stenstrom missed it. Gets it back, got fouled, but it's on the floor, so no free throws. That's just the 5th foul for Holy Angels. So the Panthers will get the ball underneath with 20.5 seconds left. And they went for the 2 there, Mark.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He had an open lane.
Merritt off a pick, can't get it to him. They throw it away. Goodman to Phillips. He's wrapped up. They never got a shot off. 1-1 for Nathan Phillips. 13 points this afternoon. And this is a huge free throw. Hit the game winner against Hale Murray to get them here.
Definitely make it a 2-possession game here with 15.2 seconds left.
Got it. Still time though for Spring Lake Park. Phillips, second one is good. And the Stars will take a timeout. Great defense from Holy Angels down the stretch. They draw an offensive foul and they get 2 steals in a row, 3 straight stops. And now they lead by 5 with 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the Holy Angels played a pretty sloppy fourth quarter, but for about 30 seconds here in the last minute, they played well enough to lengthen it out to 5 points again.
And if you're Spring Lake Park, you need a 3-pointer here, down 5. You need to hit a shot and then call a quick timeout. Should be the strategy for Grant Guzzi and company. As you look at our score, it's been a great quarterfinal here at Williams Arena. Class 3A, Spring Lake Park was down 10 in the fourth. Just a furious rally. Got within 1.
Got within 1 and then had an offensive foul.
Yep.
So close to nearly taking the lead again.
Still time here. They need a quick basket.
Need something special here.
Merritt's got to be your guy. He's already hit 2 threes in this quarter.
Got to be thinking 3 unless they get
just a wide open.
Wide open, easy too. You're right.
Merritt, they got to get going here. 10 seconds. Merritt loses it. Down to 5. It's loose on the floor and a 10-second violation. And that should do it.
Phillips was all over Merritt there.
Stars need to inbound. Phillips. 2 seconds. Runs out the clock. And the Holy Angels Stars will play in the state semifinals.
Gutty effort by Spring Lake Park. Brought it back to 1. Got within an offensive foul of taking the lead possibly. In the end, Holy Angels was just too quick bringing it up the court, and the Panthers didn't have an answer on defense.
Key defensive stops down the stretch for Holy Angels. They beat a gutsy Spring Lake Park team this afternoon, 45-40, to advance to play in the state semifinals tomorrow.
I think Holy Angels might have a formula here that's going to take them far. This speedy, quick, run and gun slash to the rim offense. I haven't seen a team yet that, at least in the last month or so, that's been able to find an answer for that.
We'll be back for some final thoughts, wrapping up a great quarterfinal game. Back for more on North Metro 15.
I can listen.
I can cook.
Good. I can coach.
Kids with something to do are less likely to do drugs.
I can drive.
I can paint. I can dance.
A little of your time can make a lifetime of difference.
I can read.
I can help. You can help. Call toll-free 1-877 KIDS 313 to find out about community drug prevention programs.
I can keep a kid off drugs.
To a child, a little of your time can make a lifetime of difference. That's why the Greenville Family Partnership sponsored a hike, because kids with something to do are less likely to do drugs.
Standing right in front of them.
Whether you're a good storyteller or a good listener, you can help. To find out about community drug prevention programs, call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-313.
I can keep a kid off drugs.
Back at Williams Arena, wrapping up a great state quarterfinal game. Josh Powers and Mark Roberts with you. There's your score. Holy Angels beats Spring Lake Park 45-40. Mark, it was a game that it stayed close in the first half, and then in the second half, Holy Angels pulled away, but Spring Lake Park found a way to make it a real contest in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in the end, we talked about at the beginning that Holy Angels doesn't have a big man inside, and they use that to their advantage. They don't need it. They're so quick and so fast that they can just create opportunities left and right, and it's real tough to stop that.
And how about Spring Lake Park today? They trailed by 10. They were led in the first half by Neil Stenstrom. He finished with 14, but Troy Merritt really picked up the slack in the fourth quarter, and the defense caused turnovers, got the Panthers back in the game.
Yeah, heck of a comeback from 10 points down, but the problem was just Spring Lake Park didn't kick it into gear fast enough. Stenstrom was there from the beginning, but it wasn't until too late in the fourth quarter that Merritt really picked it up.
And tonight, this afternoon's, player of the game for Holy Angels, Nathan Phillips, 15 points. And we saw him play great defense against Hill Murray, and he did it again this afternoon, shutting down Troy Merritt for 3 quarters.
Yeah, and I think a microcosm of Phillips' play was that last 15 seconds there, where he just swarming all over Merritt. And just that swarming defense from the Holy Angels really just shut down Spring Lake Park tonight and didn't let them get anything started from the get-go.
A great season for Spring Lake Park, their first ever visit to the state tournament. They get to play at Williams Arena, and they fall just short to Holy Angels, who will go on now, Mark, to play in the semifinals versus Red Wing or Fergus Falls. Both of those teams both in the top 5 all year in Class 3A. But Holy Angels, they create a lot of matchup problems with the way they play.
Yeah, well, whoever they face in the next round is going to be a tough victory, but trying to find a way to stop this Holy Angels defense. Hopefully they had a scout in the stands trying to figure out a way, because I'm not sure how you can do it.
So that'll wrap it up from Williams Arena. Holy Angels holds on a furious rally from Spring Lake Park. They win it by 5, 45-40. For Mark Roberts and our crews from North Metro 15 and BEC-TV crew, this is Josh Powers saying so long from the barn.